Testing. All right. That sounds good. Maybe one more. I think one more is pretty good. Another one. I think that's good. All right. Let me fill out. Has to break through 1075 to go higher. BCIG. I think I'm gonna do a dip right here. I just don't know if it's gonna hold up because it's already selling off. All I see is red going through. There we go. Hopefully it breaks and goes higher for the people for that entry. Yeah. Seems like 1140 is the breakout point. I don't know if it is going to break it and go higher. So I'm going to be patient and wait and see how it wants to go. Huge seller, 50,000 shares popping up there. I'm going to be patient and wait. I think this one's obvious. MNTS, so I think I'm going to be trading it. I'm just going to be waiting. It's just there's that huge seller. $77 is the huge seller. This thing's too loud. It's a lot of volume in one candle, so kind of waiting for a pullback. Maybe we touch 1140 and then we go higher. This looks pretty clean. Let's see if it'll go higher. Doesn't want to go. There we go. Oof. There's a huge seller, but I'm still holding. There we go. Starting to rip again. Selling, taking quarter off. Pushing higher. Taking another quarter right there. Still holding a small position. Taking profit. There you go. There's a big bid popping up. Taking full profit right there. 1257. Pull back maybe at a 1250. Another entry. Let's see what it wants to do. Being patient, waiting. It's kind of extended up here. Just trying to retrace. I'm gonna look at the daily and see what we're really looking at. We're at 1250. We have room to 1335. It's a lot of selling, so I took the two pullbacks. The third one is going to be a bit more risky, so I'm not going to take the third one simply because it's higher selling volume. There still is a chance it'll pop up, but I think it's best just to walk away with the two pullbacks than just to take another one and then lose money on the third one. It would be somewhat around that level though. There we go. It's starting to pull away. I mean, you could do a 5-minute entry and it wouldn't be too bad because it's a new candle for the 5-minute. So it is worth a trade, but the 1-minute is what I like trading the most. So we're just gonna look and see. Ooh, that's a false breakout on the one. It's not looking too good. Hopefully you can start to get up in the last 6 seconds, but it doesn't look like it's gonna close green. Could do a dip right here around 12 for the bounce back up, but it's not an A quality setup. FJAT popping up. It's shortable, so I'm not taking a trade on it. YMAT is up. I traded that stock last money. These are all stocks below $2, so I mean, I'm not trying to take a trade on any of this stuff. I think we should just be patient and wait for the next setup. YMAC keeps popping up, but I mean, I'm good on that. Thought the setup looked pretty good for the breakthrough 124, but I mean, it's Chinese. They usually just pop up and then kind of go sideways or drop. This could be the setup right here for, yeah, that was the entry right there. Definitely isn't a bad idea to buy around this level, but the volume is kind of saying it's kind of slow, not gonna lie. and you still have ascending resistance. And hopefully that's not another false breakout. As long as it doesn't sell off. YMAT starting to break 24. I think attention's switching to YMAT. I think people are trading that stock a little bit more. So attention's kind of on the leading gainer right now. I'm not gonna trade this stock though. I mean, on the daily it looks kind of bad. At least good for like a reversal, but popped up and dropped. YMAT's trying to pull back up again. You already have a couple green candles in a row. You got 5. Yeah. Volumes start to dying out on MNTS. I don't know if it's gonna go. MACD just flipped over. This is its last chance to pop if it wants to. I'm gonna eat my yogurt though. starting to open up. It looks like. I don't know if it's gonna hold 50, so being very cautious around this level. Mm, it's not looking too hot. I'm selling at 43 just because it didn't pop as I thought it was going to. So timing has to be crucial. That's a big bid, but it's not really popping. You have like 20,000 shares pop up, and it does go up a couple cents, and then it just crushes. I think I'm done trading this stock. It's just very difficult to read at times. Yeah, I think it's best to leave it alone. It doesn't look like that 5 minute candle looks too hot. I think it's gonna close red. Huge seller. Someone's gonna hit the bid if it doesn't pop up right here. Starting to pop up a bit. I don't know. I just don't think. I don't think it's gonna go higher. Just because the volume is so little now compared to previous. Like it might do a false breakout again. YMAT looks like it wants to keep going higher though. And if this stock keeps going higher, then everyone's going to switch from NTS to YMAT. But that candle looks horrible on YMAT. Maybe for a 5 minute setup. There's your first red candle. It's a 5 minute entry on YMAT. So since it closed red at the topping, MNTS starting to pop up. I'm gonna get out break even on this stock. I don't even care what I break at. Stock definitely has the potential, but it's still below MACD, so If I knew YMAT was gonna drop right here, I don't believe it's gonna drop though. I think people are gonna keep trading it because it's cheap. God damn, bruh. I don't think this stock is gonna stop. I think MTS is out. Yeah, it's out. It's all about YMAP. I mean, but YMAT's still below MACD and it's going higher, so kind of makes no sense in my opinion. Mm, Codex starting to pop up. There's no news on this stock though, and it's only up 28%. I think it's best to look at something more obvious. Maybe like MNTS. I'm not gonna take a trade on it either because it's already 4 1-minute green candles. Does look like it's gonna curl though, so I'm being patient and waiting to see what it wants to do. Maybe if it breaks 220, then you could see a move higher. More sellers coming through. Huge seller right there at 04. Yeah. I don't think it's a bad 5-minute entry, but I don't think anyone's really trading it right now. It's holding 12 though, the ask. Honestly, it probably could pop up around here. I wonder if YMAT's going higher. I don't think it is. It's kind of flatlining. Yeah, I think this is our leading gainer. I think it's pretty obvious the way it's just stalling out around that level. I'm in at 1205, so I'm not really scared of a... I could take half right here, but I'll take half at 15. If I can get filled. If I can't, then oh well. I'm just trying to take my 10 cents as usual and then let the worst come after that. They want to pop up. Sold right there. There's a decent bid right there at 550. I didn't like how it flashed on me and went. I'm really trying to time this breakout though, which is high is on the 5 minutes 12:25. So I'm out of the trade right now. I only made like $6 on that trade. But that's fine because the breakout level's 12:25. So I'm gonna wait for that level if it wants to go to that level. It's starting to kind of retrace a bit. And this stock kind of like doesn't go lower though. That's why I think it's gonna go higher, because it stalled out. Just need a break 12:25. Right here wouldn't be a bad dip for a move higher. 11.99. It's just hard timing the candle to go high. I thought it was going to be the second candle to go high, but it didn't really go much higher. YYGH. I mean, I'll trade this penny stock. It's gotta break 50 though. And at 51.63. There's that pull away. Oh, MTS, I was breaking 25. It's at 25. Hold up. I didn't watch this. Looking for the breakthrough 25. Dude, I think everyone switched to YYGH. I'm still looking at this stock MTS though. It hit 25, I think. No, it went to 27. I don't know if it's invalid now that my entry. I'm starting to think it is. Yeah, stock looks like it's gonna fall. YYGH. Yes. Okay. Now we're in it. Now let's see what it wants to do. Hopefully volume comes in. Alright. It's kind of a late on my entry, but that's okay. Stop would be 12, below 12.30. I'm taking half right there, 10-cent winner at 46. There you go. There's taking another quarter there. Looking for that pop through 12.50. Still holding a good portion. It's kind of stalling out. I don't really like that. I think I'm going to hit the bid. It's kind of was stalling out, teeter-tottering. And that's when it's like, it shows 12.50, then jumps below 12.40 because the volume is so low that we don't have enough prices to hold a stable move. So right here you can kind of see it. Hat pops and then drops 12.50, then goes to 12.46. There you go. There's that break for the people that held. It's a clean breakout. 20 cents if they took the break of 12.50. It might be able to go higher too because the tension is starting to shift. 12.75 is the next break point, and then after 12.75, 12.88. Volume is starting to increase rapidly, which is well. Maybe we need a pullback right here, but let's see what happens. You have a couple green candles. Maybe dip at 12.50. I don't think it's too bad of an idea, but I'm gonna be patient and wait. I think that was the pullback right there. I mean, I think I'm gonna end it. Yeah, I might end it right here. We'll see. We'll see what the stock wants to do. I'm thinking about ending it though right here. Hopefully you can break 12.75 for the people that see the breakout. That topping tail is a good signal. Wouldn't be a bad entry. But you kind of see it, how it pops up, then drops. 12.75 and then it kind of falls below. Oh yeah, I think this is the entry. So you have the 9 EMA at 12.36. So I'm a buyer in the 12.50s area. I think it is gonna break 12.75. There's 12.75. Getting out quick. The way it kind of just went and then fell a bit, I didn't like that. There we go. Now we're at new highs, which is 13. Are we gonna break 13? See if we get a pullback right here. I think this is a good setup though that we're setting up for. 12.50. 9 EMAs at 12.52. So if we get a decent pullback, I think it's gonna get bought up. I read that wrong. That was a horrible entry. I'm getting out because that was not the entry. Let's be patient a bit and see. You have to see it break 13. and it's kind of holding its level at 13. Looking for 1301 to see a sign of break. It just hits 13 and then it just gives out. There we go. This is what we need right here. Exactly what we need is right here. How low will it go? Maybe 70. I don't like that entry that I got either on that. I do think it's going to go higher, but I don't know. The way it trades is wonky. Yeah. Yeah. The way it trades is kind of wonky. I mean, we saw it on the level too. 1270, it was that 1280, and then surprisingly it went to 1304. I mean, to say there was probably a big buyer, most likely, this stock would have went higher if we would have just went down a bit to around the 90 EMA, and then it would have been like a normal upswing. But maybe there's just like a lot of buyers that just bought it up and they were thinking for the home run right here for the breakthrough 13. But now the chart's kind of messed up a bit. This could be a good dip trade right here, but I think there's a lot of people just selling at 13. Most likely people that held this stock for a while are probably taking profit at 13. And I'm not going to trade a stock like YMAC because then I'll just be churning shares. AEHL. Chinese. Chinese has been working lately, so we'll see. There's a lot of volume on it too, which is pretty good. It's holding two pretty well. Dip below two, so that's kind of bearish. Big seller right there. There you go. At 33,000 shares at two. QTEX. I don't think that's the one. QTEX. I think we just have to wait till 5 for some news to pop out. So it seems like what's been working is whatever YMAT's up on. It's Chinese, so Chinese stocks might be popping up. I'm not trying to trade a stock below $2 though. So our leading indicator is Chinese. Then Outlook actually might make new highs. You could tell because it hit a high of 70, 73, 72, and that's a whole gap and fill. So it definitely could go higher. MNTS, I think it just fell off, honestly. I don't know if people are going to trade it after that false breakout at 13. I think people just, I mean, I definitely waved my flag. I'm done trading that stock. If I keep trading it, I'm going to lose all my money on it. I think it's clear in the sand that doesn't want to pop up right now. Right here, it has some ascending resistance, so it's not totally a bad idea, but I don't know. It's kind of choppy when it starts to get higher and higher because it's a little pricey. So I'm just going to look at the level 2 and see how it trades. Trades relatively erratic. HQ needs a breakthrough 75. Broke. There you go, the breakthrough 75. That would have been a good 5-minute entry. I think it's not a bad idea for the breakthrough 13, but I already got burnt on it, and I already know how it trades around 13. Doesn't like really pushing, and then if it pops above 13, it goes from 12 to 1304 again. I mean, it's kind of obvious. A lot of green, but it doesn't break. You see? 1302, and then it seems like someone just flushes the order. Nah, there's definitely something there. The setup does look good, but there's something there. It has to break 13, and 1310 to be exact, because then it's clear that it's over. This is just risky now. I think there's a seller though, or someone trying to short the stock around this level, and they're not trying to get broken over. Well, I mean, it's good though in a way, because if they do break over 13, you're gonna start to see it like rapidly pull away, and and the person that's shorting is gonna have to buy back the shares that they were shorting. So then it's gonna be more green. $13.04. There's the $13.04, and then the flush. There's something at $13.04 though. Doesn't want to break 13.04. Think there's a seller there. There we go. He broke. Waiting for a pullback if I'm gonna take a trade on this. Never mind, bruh. It's a lot of false breakouts. AXINR. QTech starting to pull away. AXINR. I don't know what this stock is. Kind of popped up though. Oh, it's an acquisition. That makes more sense. Damn, this stock is erratic, bruh. I think someone's trying to short it, but it's not working because it keeps coming above 13. I think they know too. I'm sizing up for the short to get out. I'm trying to kick this short to the curb. Looking for it to break 1240. Averages 1338. So it's a big red and a big green. The chances of it being a big red again is kind of, there is a high probability of it being big red candle again. But the way we just keep popping up, I feel like someone's trying to short, but the problem is that my max loss is so tight that if it does drop below 13, it's going to kick me out of my position. Even if it drops below like 13.10, 13.15, it will kick me out. I think that was the stock that just popped up. IQNST. Yeah, attention shifting again. Now, should I trade it to max loss? Yeah. I think it's best. It's just earnings news, so I don't think it's really that strong. But MNTS is still doing pretty good for what it's at. and it's on short sell restriction, and YMAT's also popping up. But I don't really believe in YMAT. I think the move's over for that stock. The volume's kind of low. I think if I didn't have such a tight max loss, I still probably would have hold, even at 13.05. Just because the way the level 2 is trading, I feel like there's always a buyer on that stock, and it doesn't like going lower. YMAT's starting to go higher. I'm waiting for the next stock that's above $2 to have a somewhat decent headline. And then you have MNTS back at that breaking point. IQSD starting to pull away. Starting to take attention away from other stocks. It might be the leading gainer if it keeps pulling away. MNTS. I think breaking point's 38. And then after 38 would be 1350. GRPN. It's a higher flow, higher price. I don't think it's that good. It's kind of extended because it can't break over a certain level. I mean, you have 3 5-minute green candles in a row. This is probably going to be a red candle. just can't break above or pull away. And this YMAT stock wants to pull away again. I don't know. I just don't really like any of these stocks right now. I mean, IQST is just earnings. And it's on short sale restriction, so I'm not really trying to trade that. YMAT I feel like is better and more obvious. EVTV floats kind of high. Sure, there's probably news on it. It's shortable though, so some merger news. Only if it wasn't shortable. I think it wouldn't be too bad. MNTS breaking over 1350. It's pretty good. Hopefully it can hold it. think someone's getting squeezed out of their short position slowly. Looks like it's about to break 1350. The seller moved down to 1341. But it's back up. Someone keeps wanting to buy lower and lower. I think they're accumulating a long position, honestly. It's kind of crazy how it just pops up like that. The tape 1374. Popped up again a bit. I might just end today on a small loss if nothing pops up. PBCB, pharmaceutical. I don't know who's buying shares at 2.2. That doesn't make sense. If on that ass it's at 1.75. Kids. What is this headline, bruh? I swear they're just trolling with these AI headlines now. I was thinking about taking a trade at 60, but I noticed that the 200 EMA is at 666. So I'm not going to be taking it because I think there's going to be quite a bit of resistance around that level. But MNTS is literally went up and then it kind of just fell below 14. I'm gonna wait for 5:30. NCRA above. Why not now? I think people are fading into the FOMO of NCRA. Looks like it is gonna break probably 70. I think it's best just to wait though for a different stock. All right. NCRA. Looks like it is gonna break above, but I'm waiting for something new to pop up. I'm gonna wait for some news. Doesn't seem like anything really popped up. Hmm. Kind of fallen off from its recent highs. I want to buy shares, but I don't want to be honest. Because the way, I mean, 1,000 shares, it's gonna be like $10 in commission fees already. I think it's best just to wait. I'm not trying to churn. Even if it might go higher than what it's at, the risk is greater. Took a trade at 66 because I saw a 2000 bid at 65, I believe. So I do think this is gonna pop over at least to 670 and then maybe start to retrace. So stop would probably be like 60 60.60 would be stop. Looks like it might hit the 60 part pretty soon. So I'm gonna start making up these orders. Guess people are probably switching to Y. It's kind of falling below VWAP, which is kind of risky. But it's still around that level, so it's kind of hugging it right now. I think setting orders around take profit would be better since it likes to pop up and drop. So I'm setting a couple orders, like 6 orders, if it does. And if it doesn't, then I'll just cancel orders and sell on the bid. Because it's kind of hugging the 90 EMA a bit. So 660. Let's see if it hits it right now. Looks like it is gonna hit it by the stacking of the on the bid, how orders kind of stack unless there's a big bid that comes up. I mean, on the ask, you can kind of see the orders are stacking. But 60 is a critical level. VWAP is at 60 on the 1 minute. So if it falls below VWAP, then the trade's kind of over. Looks like it is gonna fall below, canceling orders. Yeah, and that stopped today. That's like a kind of a double max loss, which is kind of bad at that point too. It does pop over, but it usually does that to retest VWAP. But I think it's just, I think all the moves were in the morning, most of them. I don't think there's going to be something else that pops after. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for today. I just gotta export the trades. But yeah, that's it. Max lots has already hit. We'll probably come back